Okay. Look, some people have arrived. Whew. All right, what I miss? James Shaw, how you doing? Well, I'm awake, man. Just awake and functioning at the moment. What the hell do you want? Exposing reality. What the hell do I want? I don't fucking know. What do any of us want? Papa DJ Rose said good morning. James said good morning. Oh, Street Metal. What's up, Gen X Dad? Exposing reality. What the hell do you want? Joe Haney says, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Joe. Sofa King. Good morning. Good morning, old boy from Travis. Look at and Dawson. Good morning, General. Good morning, Dawson. One of our original extras. You can fall in line, sir. Fall in line. And the screen jumped again. Morning, General from Common Sense. Dewey Osborne, good morning. Clayton Emery, good morning, General. Clayton, fall in line, sir. Fall in line. Joshua Curtis, Maryland in the house. Frank Nitty, right off the bat. What's a good cigar? Frank, does it look like we're smoking this morning? Oh, good God. Frank, what's a good cigar? Isla del Sol, Isle of Del Sol is a good cigar. It's my favorite cigar, Del Sol's. Joshua Danley, he had something blocked by YouTube. Let's see what Joshua had blocked. Good morning, sir. You're a great fucking man. Please keep being you and don't stop. Good morning, General Sir. Fried, what the hell are you doing up? Fall in line. One of our original extras. Fall in line there, Fried. David just found this channel in 11. Well, welcome, David. Welcome aboard. It's a bunch of nonsense, and don't keep score because the points are made up and nobody cares. Oh, Joe Haney. Hey, Dad, if you pray, could you? Oh, God damn it. There it is. Screen jumps on me when I'm doing this. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up. Hey, Dad, if you pray, could you add my buddy in? He is 16 and in the hospital due to heart attacks. Still looking for the problem. Yeah. Like I really will. There is times where I close my eyes quietly and sit in a corner and talk with God. We have conversations about stuff. I do a lot of listening, and I do some asking sometimes too. Not that I deserve anything, but I do ask. So if you're wondering if I do pray, prayer is my communication. Rooster 44. Good morning, General. Rooster, fall in line, sir. Thompson, good morning. Thank you. There's Archer. Good morning, bro. Archer feels like he's just stretching and getting on with his day. Square Wheel. Dude's name is Square Wheel. Gen Xer here. Your views are exactly the same as mine, brother. Love the content. Thank you. I appreciate you. Rebecca says good morning. Well, good morning, Rebecca. Did you get your coffee yet? You getting moving? Mike Beam, greetings. And Emerson Mitchell gave a little peace sign, I think it looks like there. You guys got to forgive me. I just fucking kicked myself downstairs. Just so you guys know, Gen X mom was letting the dogs out last night. She puts them out to go to the bathroom and let them run around, come back in. And she slipped on the stairs pretty hard. Didn't fall far down, but she hit herself pretty good last night. So she didn't want to go to the hospital, of course, Gen X and all. She's like sucking it up. She's chewing on Advil and water last night, but we'll see how she feels this morning. I think she's going to be really sore this morning. So just so you know, if I have to get up and leave and do some stuff, is if I see her over my computer coming down the stairs, I may stop what I'm doing to help her. Just so you know, she took a tumble last night. Good morning, and Tony Boswell. I got to pull some close to you guys. I don't mean to get closer to you folks. Don't think I'm trying to get in your face, but I got to read some of these things, and my eyes are still adjusting. Tony Boswell, good morning, and working and listening. Good. Queen Cars, good morning. First time I've seen a live on YouTube. Nice to see you. Hey, Queen Cars, glad you could make it. I've been told to go on at different times to catch different people that don't normally see us. So I got up a little earlier, went on 3 hours earlier today, and then I'm supposed to go on late tonight. I guess there's some fans, followers, subscribers that would want to listen to my dumbass and see my ugly mug talking about shit. across the pond, so I'm supposed to go on tonight. So there might be a late one. Bum, bum, bum. Watershot, morning from Michigan. Mantis, morning LA from Lithuania. It can't be true. Are you serious, man? You're from Lithuania? That's badass. That's places that I'll never be able to see that I wish I could. Don says it's snow day for me and my 4 daughters laying here watching you. Well, man, if you got nothing else to do, if it's a snowing where you are and it's 4 feet deep, then you're a captive audience. I'm sorry, but you're stuck listening to me now. Tawny says, sorry to hear about your wife. Yeah, me too. Dewey Osborne says, cheers. I can't drink yet. Give me a couple hours. I'm still drunk from last night. Good. Kevin says, good man. I appreciate you share your channel with my teens and my 20-year-olds. Good. If it passes along some irritation, I'm good with that. Screw Big Tech says, you remind me of my dad who passed away in 2008. I was barely out of high school. Spend quality time with your kids and love your content. Hey, man, it's tough to go on without your dad in life. And sorry you got to do that. But yeah, I will do my part. Joshua, hope she's okay, General. We'll find out. Feel better, Gen X mom. Yeah. Train. Good morning from Boston. Boston, you guys, you're up and going already, baby. It's 9:30. Everyone's saying hope Gen X mom's okay. James Shaw, thank you. Emerson says good morning from England. Queen Cars, hope she's not feeling too rough. I don't know. We'll find out in a little while when she gets up. If she comes down the stairs, that's a good sign. If she calls for me to go upstairs to get her, that's a bad sign. We'll find out though. We'll see how she does. You know, just like I said, it was just since last night, so we'll check out the direction of things. Ruth Ann John, howdy from Northern California. Hey, all right. So Papa says where Texas is waiting for you guys. I know you guys are. You might get a visit before you get a move. I don't know that I'm ready to move out of California just yet. I know it's bad here in a lot of ways, but I love California. I'm not ready to go yet. I don't want to give up. Bronze Fires Super Duty. You're the man, brother. Gen X here also. Good morning from Palm Beach. You gotta be having a nice day there, aren't you? Every day's a nice day in Palm Beach. Socrates Fool gave a peace symbol. I'm digging that. Used to do that all the time when I was a kid. Probably like 14 to about 25. Every time I'd leave someplace, I'd just give like that. I don't know, people used to make fun of me back then for doing. I guess it was a 60s thing, but I was stuck. Manny from Riverside, Cali. Best regards. I'm gonna be down your way. Regards, your bearded dragon. I'm going to be down in the Riverside and San Bernardino, trying to get down there this week. I'm supposed to be down there this week, but the COVID thing just makes it where at the end of the day, if I got stuck down there, I wouldn't be able to drive home. That would be bad. I'd get stuck. So, yeah, I haven't gone yet, but I will. Arkansas living well. Good morning. Been watching y'all shorts for a while. Good to catch you live. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We the big show. Was anybody who's on here now? Did anybody catch the big show we did yesterday? About 10:30 in the morning. So it'd have been about 20 hours ago or so. Did anybody see the big show? Was there anything you liked or didn't like about it? Be nice to hear back from some people on that. If there was some full of shit stuff, we had a good time. It was fun. Hi from Idaho. Go Rams. Yeah, they're still winning. Good morning from Pittsfield, Maine. You are across the country. Chris Krause says, good morning. Dewey again. Michael Bruner, hello, and good morning from South Florida. Drake Jr., you ever plan on moving out of the state to a state with no income tax? Everyone, Bronze Super Duty says, everyone smash the like button. I keep forgetting to say that, you guys. I know I'm supposed to do the like, subscribe, notify. If you guys don't remind me and you guys don't remind each other, I always forget. I know I'm supposed to be promoting the kids' channel and stuff. I forget to do that because I like talking. So your question was, Drake said, do you ever plan on moving to a state with no income tax? Yeah, I think Nevada. I used to live in Vegas. I spent a few years in Las Vegas living there. And I liked it because I I wasn't a gambler. I mean, I will play a little bit, but I don't. You guys have heard these stories before, but I used to work at a car dealership. That I think it's gone now. It's called Freeway Mazda, and it was on Rancho Road, I think, right along the 15. Anyways, at the end of the road was Palace Station, and it's one of the station casinos, probably one of the first station casinos in Las Vegas. It's an older one. It's right there on the 15. Um, and every week we get paid every Friday at the car dealership, and they give you your paycheck at lunchtime for the previous week, and we would take our paychecks and we'd go down, get a big van or something off the car lot, and we'd go down to Palace Station. And great folks down there, love those guys, and they would cash our checks and give us a free food voucher so you can go eat, and they'd give you a $25 chip, just a playing chip for gambling. So we'd go down there, you cash your check, you put your money in your wallet, and you go grab some lunch there. We'd all eat, and because it was free, and then we'd take the $25 chip and play something on the way out, a hand of blackjack or something, just to see what you did, or roulette or whatever. And we would do that every Friday. Now, I remember I was a young man there. I was in my mid-20s, and once a month, we'd all pile back in that van and head back down to the car dealership. And there was one dude, once a month, there was one dude in that van crying. I mean, a full-blown grown man crying because he blew all of his money at lunch. Every bit of it. He blew the whole thing, and he doesn't know how he's going to go home and tell his wife or his girlfriend or his kids. And I always wanted to borrow money from everybody. And I felt terrible the first, when I first moved there and this starts happening. I felt bad. And then I realized that this is not a problem I can solve. I can't keep loaning people my paycheck because they keep blowing theirs every time. And it was a different dude every time. I mean, sometimes you get repeat guys, but it was hard to believe how many people lived and worked in Las Vegas that had gambling problems. Hey, you know what? If you can't stop gambling, maybe this isn't the town for you. But they did it all the time. I saw they'd be coming back from lunch and they got to go home and tell their wives at 5 o'clock, no money. It's all gone. They blew every cent of it. Trying to catch up here. Don, yes, I caught the big show. The mom appearance was awesome. You roasting the kid was awesome. Love to see you in Gen X in an education. Do an educational series. I'm Don. I'm not smart enough to do an educational series on anything. David De La Rosa checking in from Peru. Holy shit! He saw the big show. Mom throws like a girl. Was drinking pretty hard. It was a good Sunday on the patio. Just so you know, that was stupid on how she did that. She can throw a fucking baseball. She can get in a batting cage with the rest of you and me easily. I mean, she can hit a ball. She can throw a ball. She was varsity. Girls was softball, not baseball. She was varsity 4 years in a row in high school. She got a varsity pin for third base, the hot corner. She can play. I don't know what probably should have had her practice a couple, but yeah, she doesn't. It may have looked bad there, but I'm telling you that the girl has some game. Finish man, gambling is a hell of a drug. Yep. Gambling is a drug. It's hard for some people to get around. All right, where are we? Real people, hello from Hartford. Hey, hello back. Braun says, do you vote red? No, I vote by the person, always by the person, or by the issue. I don't just draw a line right down Republican or Democrat ever. No. I vote for the person, especially I know in national elections it's a little tougher. We know that because there's some serious division. But when you're more local level, there is a lot more leniency with people's minds on what they're willing to talk about. So there you get a lot better response picking who you vote for by them and the issues than you do anything else. Kyle, BMX bikes, take your pick. Mongoose, Huffy, Schwinn. I had Mongoose. Everybody, my friends had Redline. You guys remember Redline bikes? And then just as I was growing up and getting out of bikes, there was one called a CW Racer that I thought was really, really cool. But by then I was driving cars and didn't care. Jag, if you ever come through North Arizona, I have a jug of 140 proof. Oh, apple pie for you. Good Lord. That'd knock me on my ass, wouldn't it? We will be. We're going to do this spring, sometime late spring. We did a tour of the Western United States. We went through Arizona and New Mexico, Four Corners, and then up into Colorado, up to Mount Rushmore. We went through Sturgis, right as Sturgis was starting, and then worked our way back through Washington, Oregon, and came home. Just it was a drive. I wanted to show the kid a bunch of stuff. I mean, for everything from the Grand Canyon to Durango. I have memories of places I've been and things I've done. So I took him on all that. Now we're going to do one from New Orleans up the East Coast, Smoky Mountains, Blue Ridge Highway, Gettysburg, all the way towards Niagara Falls, and then work our way back. I think I'm going to fly if I can force myself to fly after my incident. I'd like to fly and just get a big Yukon and then drive that thing up there is what I'd like to do. So we'll see. All right. Checking in from Chris Wills, checking in from Southern West Virginia. You got some stuff going on down there. It's got to be cold right there right now. Tapping in from Albuquerque, New Mexico is Binks, my man. Goatsmith, women's fault for marrying those men. Yeah, Goat. What he's talking about is what we just talked about, gambling. In Las Vegas, the people that I worked with that would gamble their paychecks away every fucking Friday. It is, and sometimes that stuff, and sometimes the guys hide it from you. Yeah, that's true, and then sometimes it develops. Sometimes a gambling problem develops, and it's not like when the kid was 9 years old, he knew he was going to be addicted to gambling, and he grew. At some point, it grew inside of him. So maybe that was something that happened after they got together. But I'm with you in the most part. The women know. Plucky Spectre says NYC here, and oh shit, screen jumped again, guys. God damn it. Kyle, knuckle or panhead? I'd die for either one of those things, but I'd go back as far as knucklehead if I could. Jack, cool. I managed an RV park in Camp Verde on the Verde River. Right on. Caleb, I had a Hutch Windstream and a Torque 2. Caleb, you lost me on those names, man. I don't know what those are. Binks, have you been to Shiprock, New Mexico? When you all went to Four Corners, Durango, it was a very nice time. I have been to Shiprock. I have been there. James Shaw, I'm in Southeast Scottsdale. You're more than welcome to stop by. I don't think I won't take you guys up on some of this, coming by for a burger and a beer on my way through town. Don't think I won't. Jason Ferguson, hi, checking in from Niagara Falls. That's a destination, man. I told you it's where I'm headed. Papa DJ Rowe. If you guys work your way east, let us know. We can put you up. Houston, Texas. I don't know where I'm starting. I don't know yet. I haven't decided that yet. But good to know, my man. And if you're part of this, the more live streams that I'm doing, you'll get where I'm going and what I'm doing as the time gets closer. You guys will. Henry Johnson, technically I'm a boomer, but I do agree with you 95% of the time, or 97% of the time. We're not always going to agree. Henry, there's going to be things that you think I'm totally full of shit on, and maybe I am. But at the end of the day, it's the disagreements and the fact that, we're all on the same side here. They can divide us as much as they want, but we're still Americans. I don't give a shit if you believe everything opposite of me. So what? That today it's fighting words, and you want to get people fired and get them out of your job and get away from them. I don't care. I'll work right next to a guy who believes everything opposite of me. So what? We're still humans. We still got bills to pay. I don't know. What do I know? Mustard Pikachu. That's a game thing. Mr. Angry, your son is the sweetest. Yeah, he's all right. Chris Willis is putting up snow because he got snowflakes. Lynn Claire, what's your favorite gun? Probably right now, M&P 40. Hello from Holland. Can you do a millennials talk series and your brother and kids when they're gaming? I don't know about that. I know that the kid, we've been talking about it for months, but he's actually making progress now. He's setting up a Twitch stream where you guys will see my face in the corner of your screen up here. and the rest of the screen will be me gaming on games that I know how to play. So it'll be old school games. But what he likes is when I put my headset on and I'm playing with a bunch of millennials and I'm running my mouth talking shit. I mean, I talk so much trash. My son comes in at 16 and goes, I've never, he plays a lot of online gaming. And he looks at me and goes, I've never heard trash talking like that in my life. You say some of the most vile, out there shit I've ever heard anybody say. He goes, it literally shuts people down. And I said, well, Gen X has been talking shit for a long time. We've kind of perfected it. So it flows, trash talking flows off of us. We could be on the playground playing basketball. We can be on video games. We can just be in an argument. Yeah, it's like a second language. Cussing is almost like yelling in cursive, you know. You just have to let it flow. It's very elegant if it's done right. So gaming, that's supposed to be coming soon. Steven says, hello from Southern Minnesota. Eric, always welcome in Boston. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. Jason, hate to say it, I am intolerant of the left and I want nothing to do with them. I've never been like this and I don't like it. Jason, read what you just said. You hate to say it, but you are intolerant of the left and want nothing to do with them. I got it. I know that that opposite beliefs in yours can be super fucking frustrating, but that's exactly what they want. As soon as you hear Biden, they want you to shut down and push that person away. They do not want any communication between us. As soon as someone says Trump or Fox News, people shut down and push those people away. Why? I mean, it's literally gotten to a point where you're not a good human being if you don't believe the way someone believes. And it didn't used to be that way. For those of you who were half a century on this planet like me, that's not the way it was. It just never got, the politics was not who you were. And that's what it is now. That's exactly what it is right now. And if someone walks up and says, oh, this house is full of Trump supporters, I'm not going inside. I'm going to go, I'm not comfortable. I'm leaving. And well, you can't be around people? They're people, man. Think about it. And I know you're saying you hate the way you feel. And that's going to be a lot of work to change that, man. Don't think it's not. It's not easy, but you need to change it to some degree, for your own well-being. All right. Fried, I talk in cursive when I'm drunk. We all do, man. I'm with you on that. But we understand each other too, right? Isn't that a good part, that we can understand each other? That's good. Travis says, morning, Kyle. In the Superweed video, my girlfriend wants to know if your oldest son was high because he mentioned Superweed. I don't think he was high at the moment. And he's not my oldest son. He's my second oldest son. I've got 4 boys and 4 girls. But I know who you mean. No, I don't think he was high that time. Contaminano. Have you tried the Oculus VR yet? No. And I don't know that I want to. I mean, I thought about it. I've tried those before, and I get mad. So I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. B52, what's the bottom of the ocean floor mean to you? Am I supposed to know? Is that a cultural reference that I'm supposed to know? Because that one I'm missing. If you have something there, B52, I might have missed it. Rick, good morning, brother from Oregon. Rick, what part of Oregon are you from? I got family that lives in Central Oregon still. Michael, that's genius. Cussing is like yelling in cursive. Yeah. See, every now and then you pick something up, man. You pick something up you can use. Z Fowler, just bought my house in the middle of nowhere. Good. Then people will leave you alone for sure. James Kirby, hey, I'm from Maryland. Keep up the good work, man. You're a good dad. Appreciate all your content on here. James, I appreciate the kind words. I do. Brandon says tribalism. And yeah, well, that's the way it goes. They force us down that road. Chi-Chi, will Russia invade Ukraine? Well, there's the question of the day, isn't it? All right. So if I'm going to talk here, I can't do I can't pick up the comments there. So give me 1 second and let me tell you kind of a weird perspective on Ukraine, a little bit. All right. I'm not saying that this is firmly how I believe, but I was thinking about this the other day. So let me just let me wander for a minute. Now, Ukraine, if I remember right, used to be part of Russia. Now you go back hundreds of years, and I think that was part of it when Russia became Russia and the Soviet Union and the Eastern Bloc. The Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, the Ukraine. That was part of the USSR, if I remember right, and that was even after World War One. I think when the empires went away, uh, if I remember right, Ukraine was part of Prussia, or Russia, but I know Germany and all that was too, and then there was a divide there. But it seems to me, for the purposes of this story, that Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union for many, 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 many years. And then when they had their big revolution, their upheaval, when the Berlin Wall fell and Russia kind of fell apart after Gorbachev, and they tried to get away from communism and introduce some more democracy, they lost some states. They lost some of their states, and those states became independent, right? Okay. So if I'm right, and I'm trying to remember if I'm accurate on this, so Ukraine becomes not part of Russia, becomes its own country, and it's that way for many, 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 many years, 25, 30, 40 years. Then Russia decides, okay, we're tired of fucking around. We want Ukraine back in our country. And so Ukraine says no, Russia says yes. Russia could invade and take back what's theirs, in a manner of speaking, right? Wouldn't that be them consolidating? And then, of course, the United States steps in and says, hey, dude, don't do that. We're with Ukraine. They're independent. And then Russia's like, hey, why don't you stay out of it? This is us. Now, I get if and I'm loosely translating that. I have to go look at the dates and find out, when Ukraine was part of them and when they were independent. But loosely translated, that's my feeling on the matter. So let's turn it around on us. Let's see what would happen if let's say Arizona decided in 1985 they didn't want to be part of the United States. So Arizona, the United States is going through some problems. We're going through some issues. We're going through some things. And Arizona takes that opportunity to become its own country. Arizona backs off of the United States and they become independent. We're not part of you anymore. And the United States really doesn't do anything about it. Like, all right, we're busy right now. Fuck it. You guys are independent. We'll get back to you later. So 25, 30 years goes by. And finally, the United States says, okay, Arizona, look, you got a star on the flag. You belong to us. You're part of us. We know we let you go for a long time. And we're sick of this shit. We got our stuff worked out over here. We are going to invade Arizona with the United States military and bring Arizona back where it belongs, right? So Russia says, no, you're not. Russia says, you guys try to invade Arizona, and we're going to put troops in Arizona, and we're going to stop Arizona, from you invading Arizona. Now, thinking of it that way, I get pissed. I get fucking livid. I'm like, okay, first of all, mind your own fucking business, Russia. Okay, this is an internal problem. Arizona was part of us. Then it broke away. We're just bringing it back right where it belongs. We're not doing anything different than we did before. This is who we were before. It just got out of hand for a little bit. We had to focus on some other stuff, but now we're back. We just want our state back. Okay, it's not yours. Stay out of it. If Russia put troops in Arizona to defend Arizona, I would be one pissed off motherfucker. I would. I'd be very mad. So, is there any correlation to Russia being upset with anyone getting in the way of them getting back Ukraine? Now, I'm telling you, I'm admitting to you, I don't remember all the details of when they became a sovereign nation, how and why. And someone may go back further and say, well, Ukraine was Ukraine before they took over. And all right, well, every state Arizona was nothing until the United States expanded west and had the Mexican-American War. I mean, you go back far enough, nobody was part of anybody. I'm just bringing up a topic. I'm not dying on this hill if I got some stuff incorrect there. But isn't it an interesting thought? isn't it an interesting way to think about that? That what if it was happening to us? How would we feel about it? So, but at the moment, so your question, now that I've said all that, your question, Chi, was will they invade? Yeah, they'll invade, especially because our president told them that if you just invade a little bit, we'll probably have to give you some little sanctions. I replayed that message 20 times. I could not believe he said that. He just gave permission to, like, well, if you're taking over the whole country, I got a problem with that. But if you're just gonna go in there a little bit, yeah, it's probably gonna bring some sanctions on you. We're gonna get mad if you take over a little bit of it. And then on the news just yesterday, they talked about that Russia flat out says we want to restructure the entire government. That seems like a big fucking chunk of the pie to me. What do I know? You're talking just I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. You guys, we're talking politics like we're at a bar. We're not really solving anything, but we're just having a good conversation. So just think about what I was saying in that direction and see what you think. All right, I got to scroll down here. I missed some stuff. Caleb, who shot JR? Oh, okay. What did I miss? You guys were talking. Some things got blocked. So Fried said, "Smash the like button." Yeah, thank you if you do. Anybody who stops by, that would I guess that helps the kids channel. Ilya Kupranovov, which is it sounds like a Russian Ukrainian name back. So I'm gonna say they probably know some stuff. He said, "No, it wasn't like that. It was about Crimea. The region was part of Russia for 100 years, but then Khrushchev gifted it to Ukraine. But there's a lot of Russians there, about half." All right. So, but isn't that, I'm asking, Ilya, isn't that kind of what I was saying? Is that it was part of it, and then it wasn't part? I didn't say that they like they fought a war to get away. I just said they went away. So it could be. I don't remember that, but Khrushchev. I can't imagine Khrushchev giving anything away. Now Gorbachev might have been more softer, but Khrushchev gave it away. If you say so. I mean, that dude seemed a lot tougher. But anyway, yeah, it seems like Ilya, that we're similar. I may not quite be right on that, but they were part of Russia, then they're not, and now Russia wants it back, even if it was a gift. We're close on that, right? Okay, I'm just fucking around. What do I know? Sue says, "Morning, bitches." Sue, a woman wakes up, grabs her coffee, and says, "Morning, bitches." Niners forever. Morning, General. Morning, extras. Why are you guys up so early? Niners. Where have you been lately, man? We've done like 3 or 4 live streams. I ain't seen you say shit. And I think you missed the big show. And don't tell me you're just partying so hard because of your 49ers. Because I got to tell you, I didn't think you'd get this far. In my opinion, I think Dallas should have kicked your ass. And you won. You won fair and square. I'm just saying. Pool Pulse. Unfortunately, the history you're talking about is hundreds of years old and debated. Pool Pulse. I'm with you. I was very clear going into it. I'm just paraphrasing from what I recall. I didn't do any homework on this. It's not like show prep. I didn't do any of that. I just went in and we're just talking from memory here and how it feels. There, that's a better way to put it. Mr. Wolf, dang bro, that makes good sense, like always. Well, some of it might. Henry, isn't a big part of Russia's problem about Ukraine becoming part of NATO? Yeah, well, yeah, but I wouldn't. They can block. Russia has a permanent seat on the Security Council. I think there's 6 countries that do, and they can block NATO from accepting them. Like, can just say no, and that's it. So I don't think they have to invade to stop them being part of NATO. If I remember right, now you see you asked me to go back a little bit. So Mark Williams, like button smash right home. Mark Nahum's checking in and said he's letting everybody know he smashed the like. How do you smash it? You can only press it once, right? Guess you could hit it hard. Click that button hard. Good morning from Olympia, Washington. Any advice for a 30-year-old father of 5? Oh, yeah. First of all, Andrew Tarleton. Good morning from Olympia, Washington. Any advice for a 30-year-old father of 5? Yeah. Stop washing your underwear together with you and your wife. That'll stop babies. That's how babies happen, is when you guys mix your laundry up and then babies happen. So don't ever stop doing that. Secondly, with 5 kids, you need to be organized and thrifty. And when I tell you organized, I've told this story before, but we raised, my wife and I just got through raising 8 children, 4 boys and 4 girls, and she had to be super organized. They actually had a plastic bin with a lid on it, a good size one, and they would pack in. It had their toothbrush, soap, toothpaste, washcloth, comb, brush, all their stuff in there. They throw a towel over their shoulder, go into the bathroom, do their stuff, and then they'd pack out their stuff. You couldn't have 8 children in 2 bathrooms with their things everywhere. She became organized. She did 8 breakfasts for all the kids, got 8 kids ready for school. They went to 3 or 4 different schools by age. Then when they came home, it was go through 8 backpacks and make sure the papers got where they're supposed to, 8 snacks, 8 sets of chores, a small dinner party every night for 10 people, and then desserts and homework and to bed. You become organized really fast. You can't just leave things to chance. When you have raising 5 kids, you have to be thrifty also. Don't waste anything. The price of everything is going up, and when you have 5 children, they want to waste stuff. I finally went to Walmart one day and I bought 8 different colored plastic cups, and I put them on the counter on a towel and I go, "This is your cup for the entire day. When you drink something, you wash it, rinse it out, dry it, put it back on here." Because 8 kids getting 5 cups a day, you end up in the 50 and 60 dirty cup range. And that's just cups. And towels were the same way. You have to learn to be organized really fast, and it saves a ton of money and a ton of time. So there's your advice. Get organized and get thrifty. There you go. Blessed Grace says, appreciate you putting the whole Russia-Ukraine situation in the layman's terms. Thank you. As blessed as best as my dumb brain correlates, that's the feeling I get. I want you to tell you that that's the part of it. Ilya says, this person we were talking before seems to know. So after 2014, there's a situation on Ukraine when it was too dangerous to be Russian and live there. So Putin decided to bring back Crimea, so the new government didn't punish the Russians there. Okay, because there was the Crimea thing was during the Obama administration, and I believe Putin got his way on that one, if I remember right. Just saying. And Caleb says, who shot JR? I don't know. I didn't watch those stupid shows. Who shot JR? There was Dallas, Dynasty, and Falcon Crest. I never watched those shows. That was not my thing. I used to make fun of people that watch those shows. So yes, I'm making fun of you for watching those shows. Someone wrote, "Go Bucks." Dewey, did you not see it's over? Go Bucks. They're going on a plane and going home. They lost. Go Bucks. Do you ride? Chris Willis, do you ride a solo quarterback? Do you have? I have Heritage Softail. That's what I ride. I really think this is a 49ers year. Come on. Fishing man, really? 49ers year? They're winning by the skin of their teeth every game. They're not dominating anybody. I mean, it's possible, but just it's better to be lucky than good. I'd rather be good. Big paragraphs. Rachel, Yemeni children are starving to death and parents are selling one of their children to feed the other ones. Our focuses are so effed up. You know what? That's the first I've ever heard about that. It wouldn't surprise me, but that's the first I've heard of it, and that sounds terrible. You would think that UNICEF or something and NATO would be all over that, like priority one, and then let people know. But thanks for bringing that up. I do appreciate it. Anthony M. Good morning, buddy. At work, just seeing you were live. Did you get a chance to read my email? Drank way too much whiskey last night. Yeah, Anthony, you and me both. I got to the bottom of the glass a few times. I don't even remember if I finished the James Dean prayer story. I remember I got close to the end of the story, and I don't remember if I told everybody what happened at the end when the guy drove away. I don't even know if I got there. Oh, that's what happens. Jay Nizzle, did you say you raised 32 kids? You biologically have 32 kids, no judgment, just curious to have somebody with a peer provide a great, well, okay, no. Not I said I raised 32 children. I did not biologically have 32 children, although Gen X mom might question that number because of my youth and kids that knock on my door and go, "Hey, I'm your son." No, you're not. No, 32 kids comes from foster kids that we've raised, adoptive kids that we've raised, relatives and friends, kids. You know how there's always that house where like when a kid's 15 doesn't get along with his parents and he says, "I'm leaving and I'm moving," and he goes to his friend's house and the parents go, "Hey, your kid's here," and he's upset, and the parents go, "Yeah, just if you don't care, just let him stay there a little bit, let him cool off." So we've had children stay with us off and on, where we were that house where you could go and hang out for a few days or a couple, 2 or 3 months, and kind of get your head on straight and plug in and then kind of reset yourself. So there's when you count 32, there's a lot of them that were foster care in and out. There was friends of friends, kids friends, adults friends that we spent from off and on from the time they were, let's say, 11 years old till 21, where you are not, you don't want to say you're their parent, you're not their mom or their dad, but you are a second set of parents where you're trying to influence and raise, and you have quite a bit of input on those kids' lives. If you do it correctly, you do a lot of educating and then let them decide how they want to be, and it works out. So I claim that there's 32 that we've had a big, huge influence on, and not just like, oh, we spent the night one night. That's Jay. That's what I mean by that. Go Rams. We'll see. Losing hope with humanity. That's a terrible name. You need to change your name. Fried says the Buccaneers are on the golf course already. Yeah. Niners Forever says, I was here yesterday, just a little tipsy, probably because your Rams won. See you next week at the NFC champion. Yep. Mortimer Duke, Putin won't stop until he has the Black Sea ports back. Now, see, Mortimer Duke said it. I knew someone was going to say it sooner or later. Mortimer Duke, Putin, Russia has had a big problem with their military or Navy. They don't have any warm water ports. Go look at a map. They don't have any warm water ports. That means all the big naval bases they have are frozen a lot of the year. Very difficult to move out in and out of. Nothing would please Russia more than to have 4 or 5 military bases, naval bases in warm water ports, the Mediterranean and the Baltic, and some down where they can do some things. So just so you know. Alan says, good morning, brother. Alan, back at you. Nate Webb, I'm still up in Seattle partying. Man, if you didn't even go to bed, go look outside. Sun's coming up, Nate. Carl, Mammy Ray, White raised over 30 kids. I don't know who that is, Carl, but I believe you. Eric Fitzgerald, give this family thumbs and fingers like they deserve. Okay, is that the like button thing? Because that'd be cool. Mr. Wolf, consider it smash, bro. Hey, we're talking about the button again. Black and White Cookie, hello from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Enjoying listening to like-minded people. Name the best 3-piece rock act. Black and White. The Holy Trinity, of course. Rush. Danny Casey, Rush is doing naval exercise off the coast of Ireland. I'm not. The Russian army can cause some problems, but not the Navy. I mean, they have one aircraft carrier, and it's always in port, broken, and on fire. So let them do their stuff. I'm not as worried about the Russian Navy anymore. Used to be scared of them growing up in the 80s. I saw Hunt for Red October, so I know what I'm talking about. Tim, Russia has a permanent seat in the UN. Russia is not part of NATO. NATO was started to oppose Russia. Oh, you're right. Tim is correct. That's right. NATO is the alliance opposing Russia. The United Nations is where they have the permanent seat on the Security Council. Tim is correct. I was mistaken there. That's right. Thank you, Tim Raster. Good man on that. Pulled me back right where I'm supposed to be. Got my words mixed up. Tricky, got the day off and you're live. Thank you 100%. Hey, well, Tricky, now we can hang out. I won't be here all day though, but yeah, we get a little something. RGD 5 kids is awesome. I know the guy's got 5 kids. He's on his way. Constantina, much love from the UK. Too many people are divided, man. One love. We got to stop being divided. I don't even know how to go about that yet. Mad Sexy Man of the Night. You named yourself Mad Sexy Man of the Night? Seriously? Is that's a little self-promoting, don't you think? He says, "Dang, your wife sounds like an awesome lady." Well, I'm not going to tell her you said that. We do not ever want my wife. Her head will get this big, then she'll start bossing me around. We can't have that. You don't tell people that your wife is awesome. That's not a good thing. Okay, she's kind of awesome. See the smile? A big smile? Doing what? I'll take him to school. Oh, yeah, it's time. That's right. Okay. Okay. Gen X mom just came and gave me some loving because she's taking Gen Z kid to school, which I forgot I was supposed to do. But she's got it handled. So that means I get to stay here with you fine folks. Where are we? I missed a bunch of stuff here. Oh, hold on. Scrolling back. Where am I? What am I doing here? Kyle, wanted to give you a heads up in a couple of weekends. A channel called Too Many Bikes is going to drop with some real mechanics and some up and coming mechanics. Might be worth looking into. Yeah, to listen to or to watch, I would. I'm not that guy anymore. I've been out of the game for too long. I would not be good at participating in any of that. I could just tell old stories about problem cars that nobody owns anymore. William Page, why would TikTok cancel you? TikTok, as you guys know, if you watched the Big Show the other day, we had an announcement a couple times. There have been big creators on TikTok that are leaving TikTok. They're not closing their channel down, but they're just kind of throwing out videos that they're making someplace else. And in case you guys don't know, I've learned this because I listened to the kid he does a lot of homework in social media. TikTok took the world by storm. I guess the 60-second video was a spinoff of something called Vine, and Vine was like a 5, 6, 8-second video platform years ago, and it did well, but then it died. So TikTok went over and said, okay, we're going along with the similar Vine, but 60 seconds, you can just scroll through and keep moving, which was new. Nobody had done anything like that. So, of course, a billion people joined TikTok and everybody's trying to get famous. And the kid was part of it and does his thing in there. But two things have happened on TikTok in the last year. One, they can report you and pull you. And we actually got permanently banned. And we were able to get unbanned because the kid, Gen Z kid, knew some people that worked inside of TikTok in America and was able to, with a lot of letter writing and help from his fans, get unpermanently banned, which is like an act of Congress. You can get rid of a temporary ban, and that's difficult, but a permanent one is almost impossible. And the reason, when he finally goes up, why did I get banned? And they very quietly, on the down low, they said, well, there are groups of people. Now, follow me on this. There are groups of people that when they see something they don't like, they email and text message a group text, a group email, 6,000 or 7,000 other people get it. They don't even know what your video is about, but it says, go protest, go report him, go delete him, get him canceled. And they just do it. It's a group thing. And if one person discovers something, they alert the group goes in, and all of a sudden TikTok will get 7,000 complaints, and the algorithm takes your video down, period. That's just how it works. So when you're up against that, if you say anything politically incorrect, anything off color, or if you mention an agenda that is something they don't like, all it takes is one of them. They alert everybody else, and your video is pulled. We got pulled in the middle of our live streams. People would complain about our live streams, and we get pulled. Well, once you get suspended so many times, then they ban you. You get banned a couple too many times, they give you a permanent ban. So it's an extremely tight tolerance of what you can say and do in there, which when you're trying to be a creator, when you're trying to do stuff, it makes it really, really tough. Yep. Also, on top of that, they don't allow you to make any money, which I didn't give a shit about one way or the other. But the kid would like to get a few dollars from this if he can. He works really hard at the videos. He works really hard on all those. Have you guys seen his Instagram page? Him and his mother try so hard. It's one of those Gen X nostalgia pages where they always try to find some picture or remind us about Van Halen or whatever. They do. There's a lot of work that goes into it. Facebook a little bit, but they're trying. The kid's working his ass off. And on TikTok, he got up to 820,000 followers, and he would do videos, get no money. He would go live, and people would give gifts. And I'm going to mess this up a little bit, but the gifts are really inexpensive gifts. Like for the most part, there's some you can give $100 gift, but most of them were roses and things that were 5 cents and 10 cents. And he would go on, or we would go on for 2 or 3 hours. And at the end of it, he gets like $12 or he gets like $60. And TikTok takes more than half. So creators have been telling TikTok, you guys, this isn't, I mean, it's your platform. You can do what you want, but it's not really cool. It's not really an incentive for us to do anything because there's no money there. So along comes Facebook or Meta, whatever you want to call them now. And they put $1 billion into creator funds. And I know the big videos, you can put on long videos on Facebook and make money at it. Some people do. And now Instagram Reels, which they've come out to compete with TikTok, with scrolling through Instagram Reels. Now, if you follow their rules and you put stuff up there, they will pay you for those. So just 2 days ago, the kid and his mother got signed up for Instagram Reels, and you're not allowed to put videos up with other people's watermarks on it. You can't put up a TikTok video if it's got the TikTok watermarks on it. So the kid has been beginning to remove his TikTok videos, remove the watermarks, where he can reintroduce them to his fans on Instagram Reels, and maybe he'll get a couple dollars out of it. He's not getting it over on TikTok. Instagram has also had, I guess they have a way to gift, money, $5 or a badges. I don't know. Anyway, so if we go, the kid said, hey, he goes, Dad, I want to go live, do some live stuff on Instagram because there's good followers over there. There's good people over there. And he goes, we can, maybe I can get, $50 or something. And I said, all right, well, let me know what we're doing. So the same with YouTube. Now, YouTube came out with shorts. Same thing. You guys already know. You scroll through them just like you did TikTok. And remember, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube have a bazillion times more dollars than TikTok is ever going to have. You're talking about companies that want to take a bite out of you. They did. Seriously. So people, they're telling you, we want you to create on our channel, make original stuff on our platform, on ours. So, the kid moved a ton of stuff over to YouTube, which really kind of became home for us because I like sitting here talking with you folks. I don't mind this at all. I don't like his fucking ambush videos he does. No, I don't like that shit whatsoever. This stuff, I don't mind. I mean, I feel like we're hanging out. We're just having a drink, having some lunch, talking about shit. I dig this. It's that other shit I hate. However, YouTube has $100 million they wanted to put into a shorts fund. If you make some really good shorts for their shorts program, you get invited. He has not been invited. If you get a bunch of followers, subscribers, and you make some good videos, they send you a letter and you're part of their partnership program. They have one representative, same guy every time, from YouTube that helps you build your channel. And it's your guy. If your guy is Steve, then your guy is Steve. And they help you build your channel. We have not been invited to that either. And I think it's because I cuss too much. I think it's because I'm a little rough around the edges. YouTube has only banned one thing I've ever put up, or he put up that was me. One thing that I've ever said, which was I did a podcast and we linked the podcast here, and it was about the election. And I really didn't even say anything that bad. I just said all elections are fraudulent. Everybody lies. They didn't like that. So moving away from, William Page, a long fucking answer. I'm sorry, man, but we get canceled all the time because of the shit I say. And we've been banned so many times, and now he has to be very careful. He doesn't even want to be careful anymore because TikTok's not being supportive of creators. Lots of creators have made videos they put on TikTok and go, "Hello, TikTok, I'm leaving. I'm going over to Instagram. I'm going over to YouTube. I'm going over to Facebook." They're leaving. It's pretty evident. I mean, when they take the time to make a video telling you. So last night, the first time we did our big show last night, we announced twice that, look, and TikTok was on. We were on TikTok also. We were on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. And we very quietly told everyone on TikTok, says, you guys have been good fans. You guys have been loyal followers. We've had a good time, but you're going to see less of us because we're moving to YouTube and Instagram. But YouTube is really, I want to say it's our home. The kid loves the interaction with all the people that he comments with and writes stuff in the community section. He loves doing that. He puts up a little thing in the community section about his mom and dad talking about stuff. He's doing a poll about movie franchises. He loves the interaction. I feel more, you notice that that you guys don't wake up and see me on TikTok every morning. No. If I'm going to do something in the morning, if Gen X mom says, hey, and I'm jump on there and, spend an hour talking to people, I'm coming to YouTube. You guys are, as far as comments go during a live stream, you guys are the best I've ever fucking seen in my life. I have witnessed some of the most vile, horrible shit being said about me, about my son, about my family. I mean, shit that I would knock your fucking teeth in about without even thinking. And it's on other platforms. And we get a couple troublemakers in here once in a while, but basically, man, you guys, the community of you guys that watch us on the live streams or hang out with me and talk, when I say that if you guys needed me to be there for you, I would be there. I have spent time on the phone with folks from in here who have had mental breakdowns, who've had financial struggles, who have had things they just needed to talk to someone about. I gave my fucking phone number. I didn't care. And we talked, and it was like it's like if you met someone at a bar and you were sitting a couple seats away and you knew they were really going through a divorce and they were struggling, would you just walk away from the bar and go, well, that guy's fucked? No, those are the ones where I go in there and say, hey man, you want to talk for a couple minutes? You guys want to talk? You want to hang out a little bit for a minute? You want to do something? That's the way I view that kind of shit. And that's the way I view it in here. When someone wants to talk about something, I've answered hundreds of personal emails with people going through shit. Some of them I couldn't help them with. I don't have all the fucking answers, but I've tried to. And then there's people that needed a phone call, and I've called them. This community right here, you guys in here, is one of the best situations for a platform and a community I've ever seen in my whole goddamn life. And I mean ever. I want you guys to know that. It is a privilege to sit here and talk to you guys. You guys have a lot of things you could be doing with your time. And the fact that you're willing to waste it with this guy, just so you know. Anyway, all right. So let me see. There's two things that popped up on the screen. One of them, Adam Bennett. Adam Bennett just out of nowhere just dropped $50 and said, here's $50. Now, Adam, you didn't really say who that was for. So can I assume that was for my alcohol regimen? I got a feeling Adam dropped $50 for the kid, which is going to help him. He's got an FFA project he's working on this spring, and he's going to have to get some money to put some pieces together. It's a small engine project. He's got to be able to put together, take apart, figure out how it works, make notes and pictures, make it work when he's done. And there's some fluid dynamic stuff that goes with it, because when he's in his ag mechanics classes, it isn't just, you don't just learn, you learn a little bit about engines, you learn a little bit about hydraulic pumping, you learn a little bit about the equipment that goes in farming, and he has to actually hands-on work and do some of these things. This isn't just a book thing. So these projects he does, he can't, it's cold outside, he can't wash cars and mow lawns. So when you give something like that, Adam, it goes right to helping him do his things. Really appreciate it. And I'll let him know when he gets back from school today. Cadillac Blunt, $10. This is for all of your kid's hard work. Sad to see he has not made money from this. God damn, that's two you guys are giving him. You do realize that I'm the one drinking here, that I have to put up with this kid. I'm going to take that as a yes on that Cadillac. $10 for him. I will pass that along. This goes into anything you guys donate goes into an account that him and his mother take care of. I don't see it. I see what goes on here. We talk about it, but I guarantee you he is super appreciative of every. He doesn't care if people send $1. If he says $1, he is ecstatic that people are like taking $1 out of that. It's $1 you fucking earned, and he didn't earn it. So he's very humble and gracious when he gets that. He stacks that stuff together and says, "Let's do something good." Or he's also taken money when someone has given him, money to do something, and he's bought a better microphone for his podcast. What kind of a kid wastes money on a microphone for a podcast? You think he'd want to spend it out at the movies with his friends and girls, and he's doing something to try to nickel and dime his program in the right direction. And he's very responsible about that. That isn't something that you can teach kids that, but if it's not in their heart to be humble and work in the right direction. And I have sons, I've got sons and daughters that I have taught them, and I can't get through to them. This kid, you're right, he's a good kid. When you guys see him out there, he's who he says he is. He's a good son. $5, Roger Borello, for your FFA project fund. Roger Borello, I will pass that along. We'll see the kid when he gets home from school today, and I will pass that along. He's a good kid, and he's doing a good job. So I will toss that in the pile. There can be a whiskey fund pile too, Roger. You don't have to be shy about that. But that goes for the kid. Thank you, Roger. Another one popped up on the screen. Adam, again, with another $50 bill. Okay, this one is for you, and Bullet Whiskey Orange Label. You know how many people have brought that up to me, and I've never tasted that. Is there anyone in here who I know I missed all the comments. I'm way behind on comments. I know. But is there anybody who's actually had that Bullet Whiskey, that orange label? I have not had that yet. But I mean, there's a ton of you folks that have said, you got it. I know Jack Daniels, old number 7, but there's a ton that have said this is you got to experience this once. I got to try that, Adam. That's a done deal. I'm going to go down to Bevmo. I'm going to see what they got, if they got that there. Hakeem Muhammad with $19.99. Now, see, Hakeem just turned my whole screen orange. He literally have all orange in there, and it said $19, and he had no message. That means when I just say the name Hakeem Muhammad and $19.99, all I have to do is assume or pretend that goes into the old man's whiskey fund. That's where that goes. That's the answer for that. Oh my God. Okay, I'm way behind. Let me stop with William Page and TikTok. Let me see where I'm at right now. Let's tweet Rogan. This guy deserves it. Eric Fitzgerald said that. I love Joe Rogan. I mean, I literally love everything he does. His stand-up, the interviews. You guys look at all the stuff he does on the sidelines. The guy has carved out a niche for himself, and he did it himself. He did it his way, all the way to the top. There's nothing but respect for that guy. That's a guy I could drink and smoke with on his show and talk about whatever he wanted to. However, Joe Rogan would never bend his knee and lower himself to where the kid and I are at doing stuff. I'm not saying he wouldn't laugh at some of the videos, but let's face it. I mean, Rogan is top tier shit. He's the man. He's the fucking guy. He calls the shots up there. And I've never heard a bad thing about him. I've never heard him, rip into someone and talk down to him at all. The dude's got his fucking head on straight. And a lot of people say that I should do. I have no control over anything. I think if I sent a postcard to Rogan and said, "Hey, what's up?" I think it wouldn't even make it past his first series of handlers. Dewey Osborne. I was being sarcastic. The Bucks start out strong and flop when it counts. Yeah, the Bucks, they're not a bad team. And I think Tom Brady's coming back again. Queen Cars, plus the thousands, if not millions, of kids you've gained from YouTube and TikTok. Yeah, a lot of the kids don't like me because I don't talk nicely about the stigmatism of most millennials. And I don't mean the ones that are born early 80s up to the Gen X side. Those fucking cats are cool, and you know they're cool. I'm talking about the ones that are entitled, the ones that want to change the world to fit their needs and demand that you don't offend them. Don't get me started on that shit. I will lose my fucking mind. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to catch up here. I'm not too far behind, but my screen popped up orange again. Spirit of 77 put on a $20 bill. Here's for the whiskey fund. If you're ever up in Lodi, drinks are on me. Lodi's not too far, man. Lodi's not too far from here. Send me a goddamn email. Gen X Dad. If you guys want to send me personally stuff, Gen X Dad at genxtalks.com. It's on the kids' website, genxtalks.com. It's at the bottom. Go send me stuff, man. I do a lot of driving around for this leasing thing I do. I just get in my truck and I scout out some locations, and I'm all over the place. Then just send me, man. Come on. I'm there. I'm up with you. Spirit. Hold on. $5. Michael Runicles? Michael Runicles. Now see, Michael Runicles, that's got to be his real last name. I mean, would any of us choose a code name, a gamer tag, a secret agent name of Runicles? My name is Michael Runicles. I would never. It's got to be his name. Has to be. You would not choose that, Michael. Hells Bells, love you guys. Keep it real. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. And again, you didn't designate where your $5 was. I want to put that in the kids fund. I think that was what you meant for the kid. Anthony M. Yeah, I got to the bottom of the glass and I don't remember. I thought you finished the story, but I don't remember you saying what happened after you drove off. I know, Anthony, we did the big show for an hour and a half. And then I started talking and drinking with you guys. We sat down. Remember yesterday was like, we started at noon and we got done at 3. Can you realize I talked for 3 fucking hours? I didn't even know the time was going by like that, but I'm with you. I got to the bottom of the glass. So Anthony gets to the bottom of the glass and says, did you finish your story? I got to the bottom of the glass and looked at Anthony and went, I don't know. I can't. Come on. I can't. Anthony and I can't be the only people who that happens to. I mean, we can't be the only people who get to the bottom of the glass and go, what the fuck are we doing? That was funny, though. I do remember it being funny. Hold on. Dewey Osborne dropped the 20 spot. Whiskey for men, beer for the horses. Dewey, you brought up something, Dewey. Don't hang up. Don't hang up. Listen to me, Dewey. Years ago, Dewey just dropped money. He says whiskey for the men, beer for the horses. You guys know that when I was learning a little bit how to make a video, I did it when I was a kid all the time. I was really into 8mm videos and making Lego movies and stop action. And so computers come along. I learned a little bit about it. But I took the song Beer for My Horses, which is what you're talking about there, and I made my own compilation of the movie Tombstone. And you know how many people watched it? 0. It's on the kids' YouTube channel right now. Right now, if you went to the kids' YouTube channel and you scrolled through his video, the section's called, family. He told me what he named it. Family projects, family videos, family something. There's like 4 or 5 videos, and 3 of them are just our family with music put to it. You want to see all the kids? You want to see Gen X Mom? You want to see me running around? Those videos are on there. They're just 3 and 5 minutes long. But the Beer for My Horses one, I thought when I did that, and I did this like 14 years ago, I thought that was the greatest thing. I thought it was going to get 1 million views, and it was on a YouTube channel that we don't use. And I made this thing, and I think it was up 10 years, and it got 2,500 views. Nobody watched it. So the kid, when he did Gen X Talks, he added that video, that Beer for My Horses video, to this. Now it's up to 4,000. Nobody likes it. Nobody fucking likes it at all. And I bet if that video was on a Tombstone forum or webpage or a Beer from a Toby Keith site, it's a tribute thing, man. I think someone would go, that's fucking badass. Nobody liked it at all. I mean, you want to talk about hurting a big guy's feelings. That hurt a big guy's feelings. Shame on America. Oh, sorry, we got off on that, but you brought that up. No one has ever brought up whiskey for men, beer for my horses before. talking, and I've never brought up. I don't believe I ever brought up that video, but it's there, and nobody gives a shit. Oh, Chris Willis, America has enough problems of our own. We got to stop trying to rescue the world. America needs help here. I agree with that. I agree with stopping shit like Russia that's not supposed to happen. I would pay to stop Russia. I'd pay to stop China. However, I think we could, here's you got I want, this is where you guys will start hating me right now. You ready? Here comes the hate. Be ready. Here it comes. I want universal health care for every American citizen. Currently, there's no way to pay for it. So you can't do it. You cannot do it because we would tax everybody right into submission. We'd all be poor. The country would be broke. You can't do it. You can't. It's not financially plausible. However, I question a lot of the foreign aid money that we give to places that I don't think is doing that much good. And I don't know. I'm not the fucking president. I've never been the president. But I added up one time because there's a public website where you can see a lot of the foreign aid, just the public money that we know about. And I added it up that what we give to them every year. And I'm like, we could make sure a bunch of people aren't fucking sick. And just with that money, and I know it's not, I would love for every single person in our country to have a great healthcare program. That I would be in heaven. It just can't happen right now. There's no physical way to do it without raping and pillaging the middle class and making everybody poor. So you can't. But my heart is in, I wish that was possible. And who doesn't? Even if you're a far right-wing person, you don't want anybody to be sick. You don't want anybody to go without health care. But when you talk about universal health care, you get no, you're screwing up the world. Yeah, I got the mentality. But the thought is absolutely right. I wish I don't want anybody to ever be sick. Get every piece of medicine we need. However, there's just no way to pay for it yet. But I would start, when you're talking about foreign aid, I would start fixing some of that and start taking that money and putting it here for homeless people and getting medical attention, right? First thing I do if I was president, it's one of the first things I do. I'd go through a list and go, these guys all hate us. I'm taking their money. Now you're going to have to hate us for free because I'm not paying you anymore. I don't know. That's just me. What do I know? I don't know fucking politics. I probably got my head so far up my ass I can't see shit. Have your kids been subjected to any harassing, bullying from your channels? Queen Cars, have your kids been subjected to any bullying or harassment from your channels? No, not that I know of. My kids growing up did get harassed and bullied a few times, like by real bully kids. And I found a way to stop it real fast. And this is a true story since you brought it up. One of my daughters was being physically pushed around and bullied by other girls older than her in school. So I called a meeting and I had the principal and the vice principal, and I had my wife and I went with our daughter, and the other girls and their parents were there. And everybody starts talking, and I just stood in the corner of the room and I waited. And well, you said this and you bullied me and you pushed me, but you said that. And when it was all done, I just stepped forward about 2 steps and I said, okay, now it's my turn. Here's how this is going to go. And I looked at the fathers of these other daughters and I said, if your daughters harm my daughter, I'm not going to do anything to your daughters. I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to drag you out on your front lawn and I'm going to beat the fucking shit out of you in front of your kids. So you better call your brothers. You better call your uncles, because if you can't stop your daughters, now your daughter's problem is actually going to end up at your front door. Leave my daughter alone. If any of you harm my daughter, I'm coming to your house as fast as I can. So now when we leave here, your job is to control your daughters. You talk to them, you educate them, you let them know that now this is going to affect you. I've had to do that 4, maybe 5 times with different kids. And it's worked every time. The bullying stopped that minute. But as far as being on the channel, I don't think we've ever had anything on the channel like that become an issue. So I hope that answers your question. Go Chiefs. Stop it, Justin. Go Chiefs. Gary Scandal. Hi, Pop. I'm 61 and enjoying you and your family. It helps me keep young. I'm with you, Gary. Kyle Teal, Queen. I think that you guys are talking back and forth. That's fine. I'll stay out of that. Suddenly, Steve. That's a big reason that Russia's backing the Syrian government. They rent out the med port from them. Yes, you are right about that. That's Steve. Steve's right. He's not wrong on that. Cadillac Blunt, you have more likes than views. I love the support. I know people, it's like people come by, they hit the like button because you guys remind them to, then like, yeah, fuck this, and they leave. I'm not that interesting. People don't stay that long. But it's nice of them to hit the like button on their way out the door. I find that fucking cool. that should be the name of a live stream. Hit the like button on your way out the door. So if you get 3,000 people that come in and look at your stuff, even if it's just for a few seconds, if it says hit the like button on your way out, at least they hit the button. Cadillac. If that actually works one day, I owe you for that one, Cadillac. That's fucking good. Oh, Adam's got a bowel movement. He's leaving. Let us know when you're back, Adam, or take us with you if you want. I don't care. PN, you tired of seeing military jets fly back and forth in the skies at New Mexico? They seem to leave trails of smoke like rows of corn. Do you see the same where you live? Contrails is a big conspiracy, and I don't know, is conspiracy the right word if it's true? I don't know, it's a big topic out here where we live that military and commercial, they do contrails of chemicals to keep people sick. I've seen some videos on that. I can't believe it's fucking true. I mean, what pilot would do that on purpose? If you're an American pilot and you know you're fucking up Americans with some shit coming out, why would you do that? I just can't imagine being able. They people talk about these conspiracies, but yet you realize you have to talk regular Americans into fucking up other Americans for these theories to be right. I don't see it. But all right. Eric Fitzgerald, what's your Twitter handle? I don't know. Eric, I'm gonna guess that when we start doing that Twitch drunk gaming thing we're doing all together, and there's people that want to play with us. There's emails we got. I think it's Gen X Talks. Just isn't. I think everything the kid has is Gen X Talks something. Gen X. I'd look it up that way and see if you can find it. If not, go to the kids' webpage. I'm sorry, the kids' webpage, genxtalks.com. Scroll down. Every picture of Instagram or YouTube or Twitch or whatever is a link to that. So that'll take you there, Eric. I forgot. I should have mentioned that earlier. Go to his webpage and click on the picture of Twitch. Bo McDaniel, good morning from Henderson, Nevada. I enjoy watching you and your son. Hey, Bo, I used to live when Green Valley Ranch Casino was being built. I lived in Green Valley Ranch before the houses even went up over the Lake Mead Highway. That was all desert up there. There's not one house was on the south side of that road is when I lived there. Yeah, true story. Bills fan need 13 seconds back and some defense. Love your videos. I couldn't believe the Bills lost. I couldn't believe it. That has got to be one of the wildest endings I've ever witnessed on my 50 years on this planet. Midlands, hello Gen X, legend himself. Hope all is well. Midlands, I'm doing okay right now. Making it through the day where I don't have to. I don't run out of steam anymore. I'm doing good. And yesterday was a real big push on if I could vocally talk to you folks and keep going, and it works. So I think I'm back now. Got a couple things where during the day all of a sudden I get a flash of feeling sick to my stomach for no reason. So I don't know that I can drive real far just yet, but it goes away. And I guess that's one of the side effects. So we'll see. COVID, it's still Gen X Dad 1, COVID 0. Mm-hmm. Blue, hi from Missouri. Glad that you're doing better. Thank you. I am a little bit. Gary, I knew you were a Rush fan. I just had that feeling. Good, because you knew what Holy Trinity was and nobody else did. Fishing Fool, Rod, do not comment on the Bills. Okay. You guys are talking. Here comes Mad Sexy Man. Hunt for Red October with Sean Connery was still a good movie. It was a great movie. It's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. Queen Cars. Kyle, know people in the U.S. can be, even though religious people, boom, boom, boom. Even just being related is enough for people to want to cancel you. Yeah, you guys noticed that Queen Cars is talking to Kyle about. You guys notice the pendulum is swinging a little bit with that. That cancel culture isn't as dominant as it was a year and a half ago. It's another one of those things where you put it out in front of Americans every day, all day, to where we get desensitized. Like, okay, yeah, whatever you're doing, just go do it. Well, we're doing something important. We're canceling. Yeah, yeah, I got it. You burned us out on it. I don't care anymore. You could only tell me so many times, save the whales, save the whales, save the whales, bumper stickers, end zones, uniforms, commercials, to where I go, okay, I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care. You've put this shit in my face for so long and so often. I don't care. Well, you don't care about saving whales? Yeah, I do care about saving whales, but I'm done with your fucking organization because you won't shut the fuck up. You've ruined it. And Save the Whales is like any other movement. You can push Save the Whales so much that who cares anymore? And it's not that you don't care about whales. We do. We all care about whales. But I don't care about saving the whales anymore because that's all you fucking did was talk about it. You put it everywhere. I'm burned out. I'm tired of watching basketball. I'm tired of watching football. Take Save the Whales off because I'm done. And you kind of ruin your own movement. You do. You ruin your own movement with that shit. Till Americans finally went, okay, we got it. We don't fucking stop. We get it. It's important, but you have to learn how to not overdo it. And none of those groups ever do. Save the Whales just pushes themselves right over a cliff. Save the whales. And now nobody gives a shit about whales. Okay. Poor boy Drip, what's up? Love from the Arizona Navajo Nation. I like that. I like that a lot. Dylan Kelly, good morning, sir. Good morning to you too. Ton TK, hi Gen X Dad. My husband's COVID fever broke last night. 3 days down. Feeling better today. Good. And just so you know, Ton TK, that shit, I felt like I was almost getting sick all over again every day for about 7 or 8 days. I felt like I got hit by a truck. I couldn't make it through the whole day. So if the fever broke, that's good, but there's some days ahead that are going to be hard. Just you might be ready for that. Maybe he'll get through it faster than I did. Okay, so Young Wilson, $1.99. Love your content and your interaction with your son. Yeah, I said Young Wilson again. Why do I say Young? It's Young. It's Young Wilson right there. And every time I fuck that up, I apologize, Young. Appreciate you. God gives you your potential. 2 thumbs up. Yes, and I agree with your name. And 2 thumbs up. Zach, thanks for keeping it real. Also want to say that you've done a hell of a job raising all those kids. It's not easy, and I'm a single father raising just one. That I have not tried, Zach. Zach, I want you to know, single father would scare the hell out of me. I don't know that I could do that. To be fair and be honest, I probably fucked that up completely, just so you know. All right. There's a lot of us 40 to 43-year-olds who act more like Gen X than any other generation. I'm politically and generationally homeless. Wayfarer of the wilderness. He says, that's a great phrase. I'm politically and generationally homeless. Listen, Wayfarer, if you are an old soul in your heart, if you feel you act and you behave more like Gen X, and obviously there's a line in the sand that's between Gen X and millennial, walk your ass over. First of all, Gen X goes all the way to 1979. I include 1980. So first, make sure you're not really Gen X. You're not a mistake. But if you just happen to be on the other side, you stand up, you walk across that line in the sand, you stand with the rest of us in Gen X. Yes. There's even a T-shirt. I don't have it here on the kids' website. That there's not a lot of them, but it says, "I can't help what year I was born," and it says millennial with the MIL crossed off with a big X. You're now Zennial, pronounced like xylophone. It's a T-shirt that says, "I'm not there. I'm over here. You walk across the line. Stand on our side." There's a T-shirt that says that on there. So Wayfair, you are how you feel inside, man. You come on over and be with us. I believe they're called chemtrails, not contrails. I thought they were really, I know they're chemical trails, but I thought they were called contrails was the real word, and chemtrails is the nickname. Now I might be right on that, Jason. I could be wrong on that, but that I have to go look that up. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong on that. It might be, just so you know. Where am I at? Saudi Tate, I'm 76. Gen X all day. Natus is 75. Good. Just when somebody was born in 81 and that screen just jumped, I undid it and the screen left. Um, Universal healthcare. Roger says universal healthcare should be focused on making us healthy, not giving us medicine. That's a brilliant point. That's what I mean too. I just didn't say it clearly enough. It's that the preventative medicine side. If you spend a ton of money on everybody from 0 to like 30 years old, keeping them healthy, the medical costs would go down. No, Roger's right on that. 100% right. Take all that foreign money I was talking about. I'm gonna give it to Roger, and Roger's gonna go spend it where it needs to get spent. That's good. Austin Platt. I have an aunt born in '85 who refuses to identify as a millennial. Good, because there's a ton of millennials that do not like the stereotype that the rest of that generation has earned. I'm happy. Your aunt's cool. I'm good with that. Danny Holcomb, 79 model here, just barely made it. Danny's a 79 model. Danny, you still got all your original parts? I know you're out of warranty, but do you have all your original equipment? Character Matters, 1978 born. He's Gen X. Dirty Knobs, been around a long time on our live streams. I wouldn't want to part of any of generation that would. I wouldn't want to be a part. Dirty Knobs. I wouldn't want to be a part of any generation that wouldn't have me as a member. Who doesn't want you? There's somebody that doesn't want you. You're welcome here. I didn't kick you out of the club or nothing. You know, this is He-Man Woman Haters Club. No one remembers what that is. Zennial. Darnage Gen is defined by being old souls. Good observation. Yeah, I believe so. Tom of the Jungle, can you please tell me about some of the cars you've owned and your best memories in them? No, because my best memories in them involve going really fast and activities with chicks. And no, we're not talking about that. But some of my favorite cars, I've had a few Mustangs, 69 Mustang with black interior, red with black interior. I've had a 70 Mach 1 with a 351 Cleveland. I miss that one the most. 70 Primer Black Barracuda. I love that one. I also had a 76 Dodge Power Wagon that was lifted with, were they 31s on it? It had a small block and like a 360 4-wheel drive, but it was forest green. And then I put a black roll bar in it, very 70s and very 80s looking. Those are some of the ones that I like the most. Bob Dole likes peanut butter. Rest in peace, good sir. You know what? Michael Bardwell, you're the first person to mention the word peanut butter. We've been doing this an hour and 28 minutes, and I don't think anybody looked at what today is. Today is National Peanut Butter Day, and Michael was the only one to even mention that. You know, we got an hour and a half, and none of you have wished me a happy National Peanut Butter Day. And I got to say, I'm a little hurt by that. It kind of hits me in the heart when you guys don't pay attention to what day it is and we can't have any common ground. You know, Republicans and Democrats, we should all like peanut butter. And here you guys are. You just get an hour and a half into this, and Michael Bardwell is the only one who even mentioned peanut butter. Well, Michael, happy Peanut Butter Day to you. On Super Duty, 1976. Jonathan, much love from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Wow, you're way out there. Saudi Tate, 76 all day, 75, 81. Oh, there it was. It jumped again. God damn it. Jason Weaver, AMX muscle cars were the coolest. Well, I don't know about the coolest. The AMC you guys don't know what AMC was. American Motor Company. Well, they were a big outfit. They were big. General Motors, Ford, Chrysler, and AMC. They were just as big as the other guys. And they almost went under. Then they acquired Jeep, and Jeep became part of their brand and kept them afloat for a lot of years. We used to joke because on an AMC you could have You could find a Ford air conditioning compressor, Chevrolet power steering pump, and so we called it Any Motor Cars. Was the AMC. Jason, I like the Javelin. If I could go back, I think I could get behind a Javelin. One there's a purple one comes to mind that I used to see growing up as a kid, and I wish I'd have paid more attention to it. But you're right. AMC had some muscle cars. And God gives you potential. He may have been referring to the generations that preach inclusivity, but segregate themselves for anyone who does not agree with them. And I know who you're referring to on that comment. It was the generation that don't want them. And that answer, you put in a very short paragraph, is very possible the truth. That might not be too far from it. Okay, Eric Claykel says turtle power. Not a turtle guy, man. Teenage Mutant. No. Almond butter, superior AMC scrambler and rambler. I wouldn't have called those muscle cars. You could make them, Danny. Danny, you could make them into muscle cars, but those were 4-door family cars back in the day. Happy Peanut Butter Day from South Africa. Thank you. Appreciate that. Fried said peanut butter. Oh, now the peanut butter's coming in. Sorry, Dad. Happy Peanut Butter Day. There we go, Mark. Now we're getting somewhere. Chad, born in 74, wife 80. She is X as me. I believe you, and that's good. I include 80. I round up. I include 80. Austin Platt, happy National Peanut Butter Day. Peanut butter is good. What would you suggest as a healthier option? I don't know. Do I look like I know how to eat healthy? I try, and I fuck everything up. So I'm just... and just because you're allergic, who said they were allergic to peanut butter? It doesn't mean you can't wish someone a happy National Peanut Butter Day. God damn it. You can still be polite, even if you're allergic. Come on. Creamy or crunchy? Oh, David. David's going to start a war. All of my youth was crunchy peanut butter. And I mean, crunchy peanut butter only. And then when I got older, creamy was the way to go. So you can laugh if you want. All right. I'm scrolling around trying to figure out where I got lost. I got lost again. We did Turtle Power. Freak Star Guy. You named yourself Freak Star Guy. Freak Star Guy. I don't... Guy, little self... Do you... It's like you're going to stand on the kitchen table in your underwear with your Superman pose, your hand on your hips. Freak Star Guy. You don't name yourself that. That little self-promoting there. To be fair, there have been peanut butter comments all along, but no matter. I love peanut butter and my favorite snack. Oh, I didn't see him. I saw the one, and I'm really trying to read every comment. Summer Breeze, since when do we all have these days celebrating peanut butter or National Hot Dog Day? The pussification of America continues. Boy, I don't even think Summer Breeze is drinking. I don't know if she does. She'd be badass if she did drink. But she comes through and blows through town and drops these things like this. And you know that she's got herself put together. And when she talks, you fucking listen. I can imagine her just... When she starts telling something, that the whole room stops. I don't even know her, and I'm betting that's what happens. And today is also National Compliment Day. In fact, I had to choose that I want to make this National Compliment Day and try to get a bunch of compliments. And I thought, no, because if I don't get compliments, then I'll feel bad. So I'll do peanut butter. Peanut butter was the other choice. All right. Chill time. How's your day going, big guy? I'm all right now. I'm hanging in there, just getting on. Happy Peanut Butter Day from Right Damn Now. Natalie 98. Oh, I could go for that fluffernutter now. Did you say fluffernutter now, Natalie? Oh, where my mind goes. Peterson taught myself to drive 14-year-old. First car was a 78 Camaro. Hood was as long as a couch. Yep. My first car was way better than your first car, as all of you know, because Gen X mom told everybody, so now I can't really hide behind it anymore. My first car was a red 1978 Ford Pinto. That's right. Quite the chick magnet, if I might say so. Danny Happel, National Peanut Butter Day from Mississippi. Someone really mentioned peanut butter flavored whiskey. I must have missed that one. Aunt Adam, I'm going to just call you Adam Ant because that's the way I prefer it. Peanut butter jelly and baseball bat. Chris, I had mentioned very earlier this girl. Peanut butter. Okay, I didn't see the peanut butter whiskey thing, but that's not exactly you admitting that it's peanut butter day, is it? I mean, come on, man. Let's be fair. Gremlin X all the way, baby. My first car. I was so proud. Hey, Gremlin made a good Hot Wheel. I like their Hot Wheels. All right. So, good morning, Scavenger, Idaho. Okay. On the Turb said, good morning, Scavenger, Idaho. Okay. That's a little weird. Okay. On dat herb. On dat herb. On dat herb. On dat. He's on dat herb. All right, Dad. Why'd you use the word scavenger? I need to know. Dirty Knobs, remember when the confused peanut butter and jam and the same jar came out? Oh, I could not do that. Yeah, there was peanut butter and jelly in the jar and like in a stripe. I don't know if they still sell that or not, but I would never try to never be a fan of that. But I remember that. When that came out, I could see that there was a glass jar. If they don't make it and you guys haven't seen it, I'm not lying. I'm not making this up. There was a glass jar with peanut butter and jelly in the jar, and you could see a stripe of peanut butter and jelly and then peanut butter and jelly. And what if you didn't want jelly that day? What if you just wanted the peanut butter? No, I'm not happy about that. But yes, Dirty Knobs, it was very confusing. Martian says Gen X has done the most of any generation to continue the pussified state we find ourselves in. You really believe that? That we contributed to that, Martian? That we caused the dumbing down of the shit we're seeing today? I don't know anybody that did it. I knew a lot of people. So, Dewey, Gen X Happy Peanut Butter Day. Thank you. Oh, Jenny says they still make it. Jenny, I believe you, but I couldn't do it. Goober Grape, says Michael. Fried, 1981 Chevy Cavalier was my first car. Well, that's not a bad first car. Not a chick magnet, but not bad. Josh, they still make it's called Goober now. That figures. They still can get it. First car was a 77 Buick 225 Electra, says Super Duty. That's cool. Okay, listen. Colt Fox, did you get the email, sir? Colt, I haven't checked my emails. If you guys got to send me something after I'm done here, I got to grab myself some breakfast, and then I will check all the emails. I got to get people caught up on Enigma. There's a whole big new group of people that have solved the first and second Enigma puzzles at the bottom of the kids' website. I didn't think anybody would get it. I'll have to wipe off the names because it's an old list, but I'm still sending those things out. You guys are problem solvers, and I mean it's tricky. Go to the kids' website, jetxtalks.com, and at the bottom there's a just click on the picture of the Enigma machine. It takes you to the first clue. And if you can solve it, then you can I will email you the segment. You got to email me the answers. You can't just click and go. You have to send it to me and I send you the next puzzle. And they're pretty hard. But I'm going to go. I got to get some breakfast. I got to see what's going on around here. The kids off at school, so I got to see what I'm up for today and this week. But I will try to be back. I will try to come back on at a different time, like later, because I know Gen X Mom's always beating me up that if I go on at like an afternoon time or an evening time, I will catch people that normally can't participate. So I'm going to try to do that. I will read everything you guys in here. I know there's some stuff coming up. I tried to skim through the last part of it. I'm not super far behind, but I will stop and read all that. Okay. So anyway, thanks for you guys for hanging out this morning with me. I'm glad we got a chance to talk. Thank you guys for the gifts on that. It's going to go towards the kids projects. Really appreciate it. And we will catch everybody not on the flip side, because the flip side would be tomorrow. And we'll be back on later today, at least once. Anyway, thanks a lot, you guys. We'll catch you around.